Hi class, this is a quick video about the AP English Literature exam. It's a really quick overview so that you know what the exam is like. So basically the exam will test how qualified you are in college reading and writing. You will be reading and writing a lot in this class in preparation for this exam. So in May, there will be a 3-hour exam. We'll give you the details of that in the future when it gets closer to the time, but it's also in your syllabus. And the exam is multiple choice and free response, which is another word for essays. The first part of the test will be the multiple choice portion. It's 60 minutes and it counts toward 45% of your overall score. And with AP, if you don't know the answer, you want to guess because you won't be penalized for any wrong answers. You will only get points for right answers. So you might as well guess. Oops. So I'm going to zoom in and just show you really quickly a little excerpt of the multiple choice section of a test from review. So this test will ask you questions about rhetorical functions and different strategies, like not only to pinpoint what a strategy is, but what it does for the effect, for the purpose of the passage. So that's just a quick little snippet into that. And then the rest of the time, the last 2 hours are spent on free response or essay questions. And there are 3 types of questions on this exam. There's a poetry question where it'll give you an excerpt or an entire poem and ask you to write about how the author connected different devices to meaning. There will be a prose question very similar to that with an excerpt from prose. And then the third question is always an open-ended question, which will ask you a question about a certain theme or idea in literature and ask you to pick a novel or another work of literary merit to use as an example. And we will practice writing all of these. This year we'll start with poetry and then go to prose, and in the spring we'll focus on some open-ended strategies. And I want you guys to go ahead and look up the credit policy for any colleges that you're thinking about. I know it's soon, or it's far out from that time, but the College Board has a website where you can search credit policies for different colleges and universities, and so I'm actually going to show it to you. If you go to collegeboard.org and search for AP Credit Policy Search, it'll take you to this page where you can search for different colleges or universities. So let's look up, I don't know, if I could spell. We'll do University of Oklahoma because it is the best university in the world. So let's see what the policy is. So when you get to this page, it'll give you a brief overview. Does OU offer credit for AP exams? Yes. Does it offer placement into higher level courses for AP exams? Yes. And I want you guys to understand the difference between these two. Some colleges will give you credit if you get a high enough score on the AP exam. The exam is scored on a scale from 1 to 5. 5 is the highest you can get, and 5 represents that you are extremely well qualified to earn credit, and they will give you credit for that. Other universities will take a 3 or a 4. That's a sufficient amount. I've never seen a college or university that takes a 1 or a 2 and gives you credit or advanced placement. So if you get a 3 or up, you have a pretty high chance of having of earning credit or being placed into a higher level class. But make sure that you understand that the college you go to might not give you credit. They might just give you advanced placement into a higher level class, and you still have to get those credits. So I hope that makes sense. So OU, you can see what exams they take, what the minimum score on it is, and how many credits it'll give you in the equivalent courses. And so if we go down to AP English, Literature, and Composition, if I get a 3 on the exam, I can get 3 credit hours for English 11-13. That's a semester. That's pretty good. But if I get a 5 on it, I can get 6 credit hours for these 2 classes, English 11-13 and then English 12-13. That's a year of English out of the way. So go ahead and look that up and see, how hard you want to study this year. It'll have all the other tests that it takes on here too. So if you're doing calculus, that's up here. If you get a 4 on it, you can get 6 hours. That's cool. So anyway, that is it in a nutshell. So go ahead and look those up. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.